Live. Wow. I forgot the title. Sorry. Facebook. Now the title's up. Okay. 16th January 2020. Thursday? Thursday, right?
Thursday.
Yeah,
Yes.
6:58 p.m. Okay. Let's just hope it goes well with all the shebang. So, I only have two standard questions. What brings you to Latvia, and what are your impressions?
Well, we wanted to visit many places in a month. We choose a lot of cities that are usually more common for the Chilean people, at least. And my boyfriend know it about Latvia. But not me. I don't know, where did you heard about it?
Oh, in Google. The last year I've been in Barcelona for a scholarship, so I want to visit Riga, but I can't. So this year, yeah, she won a scholarship. I told she, we must visit Riga, and so we are here.
Here we are.
Yeah,
You heard about Riga when you were in Spain?
yeah,
Yes.
Really?
because ¿cómo digo que fue?
¿Qué cosa?
Nombrar patrimonio de la humanidad. ¿Sí que eso?
He heard that Riga was named as a human patrimony, maybe? I don't know how to say it in English.
So basically Riga was awarded some title,
Yeah,
and you heard about it in Spain.
yeah.
Nah, why not? I guess so. And what are your impressions so far?
It's a nice city. So
Well, we arrived yesterday.
Hmm?
So yesterday we visit Riga at night.
Hmm?
We love that here have many like Christmas atmosphere.
Well, yeah, a little
Yeah.
bit.
Maybe
Yeah.
it's
It's
because
January.
here Christmas is celebrated in winter, and in Chile we celebrate Christmas in summer. So this
Wait a
is
second, what do you mean? You mean you celebrate Christmas when it's really warm?
Yeah.
yes,
Okay.
because in Chile now it's summer.
It's
there.
summer.
Oh.
The architecture is really beautiful. We have many beautiful buildings, a lot of churches. They conserve the old type of streets.
Hmm?
They have new buildings too, so the difference is como el contraste.
The contract.
No,
Contrast?
Yes, the contrast
Yeah.
is nice too. The people is nice. There are many bars. Eating is not expensive, as in, for example, Paris or Berlin. When we went there too,
Yeah.
so we like it.
Yeah.
Alright.
And the old town, it's nice. The Art Nouveau style. Yeah. And yesterday we visit the three brothers house. Yeah.
I'm not sure what that is.
Are
Probably an old building. Right?
Yeah,
Three
yeah.
old buildings, yes, that are connected for inside
Hmm.
and outside. The three of them are different but very old.
Yeah.
Are from the 17th century, I think.
Did you go with a tourist guide?
No. We just read about it.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
In the airport, we found a map and many information about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you do that often? Did you go to a city, just grab some map, and just
Well,
walk
this
around?
is the first time that we have a journey like this. We started 10 days ago,
Mhm.
and we have visited Barcelona, Paris, Bruges,
And Brussels,
Ah, you were in
Brussels,
Belgium.
yeah,
Amsterdam.
and Berlin.
Yeah.
Now we are here.
So all of those were world famous cities,
Mm-hmm.
and now you're in Riga.
Riga,
Yeah,
yes.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Yeah.
So tell me about Chile. You know what I know about Chile?
What?
I guess nothing. Right? I know it's in South America.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I know that you guys had for a while a world famous dictator,
Yeah.
Pinochet, and
Yes.
that you guys like wine. Oh, and I think Chile wasn't Chile the richest country of South America, or something like that.
The richest.
Probably.
I think Chile was
Chile
somewhere or another
has
the
grown
richest.
it up. Has grown a lot in these last years,
Yeah.
but it's very unequitative
Hmm.
when you talk about the salaries, for example, of the people.
Hmm.
The richest people is every time more rich, and the poor people is every time more.
Yeah.
poor.
Everywhere.
No, but
Sure.
Yeah. But Chile is in a. I think it was said that Chile is a really stable place.
No.
Not true?
Mm,
All right. So
Because
false, fake news.
sure.
in the capital, Santiago,
Okay.
and there are ¿cuántas personas?
Like 3 million, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
But in Chile, they
There are-
live like
19.
17,
No, 19.
19?
Yeah, 19 million.
Mhm.
people.
But in Santiago,
The
but not
capital?
the city, the capital.
Yeah.
There are the half of the total population.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So in one sector of the capital,
Mm.
yeah, live the most of the richest
Ah.
people.
People, uh-huh.
Yeah. So all you can see in the TV or the radio is about
The capital.
the capital.
Oh.
But the people who live in the south of in the north of Chile,
Or in some islands.
Okay.
yeah, it's
Uh,
poor people.
some people even don't have water or electricity.
You can find some places in Latvia as well that wouldn't have still, right? But they are everywhere, right? It's even in the Western world.
But the good thing is that we have the best wine in the
Yeah.
world.
But for example, the minimum salary
Hmm?
is around 300 euros.
Euros?
But
Or-
it's probably proportional, right?
No.
What do you?
Not really.
No,
So did you go to a supermarket here?
yeah,
So
Uh-huh.
how do the prices compare for food
is a little more expensive.
here?
Yeah, no, here in Riga.
Yeah, here is more expensive than in Chile.
Yeah,
For
but
us.
Yeah.
yeah, but un poco, a few.
But not much.
A little.
No,
Hmm.
because but in some products, but for example, the bread
Hmm?
is more expensive here, but the ¿qué más barato ya?
Más barato.
Más caro.
In Chile, the health is more expensive. The education too.
Yeah,
Are you sure?
yeah, it's not free.
Well,
But-
here is also not free.
I guess. ¿Tampoco gratis?
Que no es gratis.
Oh, wow.
Well, you can get some slots where the government pays for them, right?
Uh-huh.
yeah,
It's, for instance, you are an engineer. It is really likely that if you would have gone in Latvia to study engineering, you could have gotten a state-funded slot. So education would be free for you.
Yeah.
But that's because you're an engineer,
Yeah.
right? So there are some specialties where they want to increase the numbers.
But the teachers or the, I don't know.
I think, well, maybe for all the specialties, some are state funded, but most of the time, no, people pay for their higher education.
Oh.
For instance, in for the university where I was, the fee was 2,000 euros per year.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think on average it might be similar in other universities and other programs. It depends, I guess. So yeah.
Very caro.
Maybe here, when I don't really know, but maybe it's more proportional to the salary.
Well,
Or isn't it?
I think most of the students don't really work when they come young from the secondary school to the university. It's probably mostly parents
Yeah.
which just pay their. Or you know what? The most popular thing is to get a loan, a student loan.
What is that?
When you go to university,
Yeah.
the government is guaranteeing to the banks the tuition fee, and so the bank gives you the money to pay for the university studies, but then you need to repay the bank.
Yeah. It's similar in Chile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in that respect, I think there are quite similar things.
Oh. But what's the minimum salary here?
The minimum salary,
Yeah.
the official minimum salary.
Yeah.
Let's just Google. I'm not sure. So 2020 minimum wage. 430 euros.
It is a little more than in Chile.
I thought you said that you, I thought you talked about the average salary.
Okay.
The what?
I think he mentioned you mentioned 300 or something euros, right?
Yeah.
That is the average salary or the
No.
minimum.
The minimum.
Oh, the minimum. Yeah, then we are pretty
Oh.
similar.
Yeah. ¿Cuánto es 280?
Parece que soy.
Oh. Wait a minute.
It's like 280. No, como qué raro. Pesos.
No.
No, dividido.
No.
Well, you can say it in dollars, because I think the dollar and the euro.
It's like
Somewhere near
320.
So that's the minimum
Yeah.
wage.
But
Yeah.
the companies can usually pay you the minimum, but here I think someone pay you the minimum or more.
I think a lot of private companies are paying the minimum on paper,
Yeah.
and then maybe, let's say, if you have a restaurant, then maybe some other part is just
The transport.
straight cash,
Yeah.
right? And I think the last statistics about the economy was that roughly around 50% is what you call it. I think in English it might be called also gray economy, where you don't really have the official taxes paid and everything like that.
Yeah.
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 But I guess it's everywhere the same. I would guess in Chile also many people just get straight cash without paying taxes.
Yes.
So yeah, if you say that in Chile the average company just pays the minimum wage and nothing more, then it's different. Then it's different, because I think most just you pay officially the minimum
Yeah.
and then some
Yeah.
extra with cash,
I would say that in Chile they pay the minimum.
and that's it.
Yes.
But this amount include the transport or the food.
Here? Oh.
No, in Chile.
What do you mean with transport and food?
Yeah, for to go from your house to the work,
Okay.
you can pay the transport.
The company?
No, like a bus or
Pero
train.
dices que no lo incluye o que
But
lo
who
incluye?
pays?
The company.
Oh.
Yeah.
So extra.
No, it's including the.
So you get the minimum salary, and then you need to pay the
Yeah.
bus. Oh yeah, of course, yeah. I thought you meant that they get the salary and
Then
plus the
extra,
company just pays you the
No.
transports and food.
Sometimes, but
That would be cool.
not always.
Almost never.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Chile is not really famous for any drugs, right? Just wine. It's not like Colombia.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's not in Colombia. Que es famoso como por las drogas.
No, but yo creo que marihuana es uno de los que más fuman en Latinoamérica.
No sé por qué.
Does Chile grow marijuana a lot?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
I mean, it's not famous for that, but
Yeah,
it's like in every country, maybe.
but it's not for export, right?
No.
It's
No.
just for
No.
local.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's interesting that you said that Chile is not very rich.
uh,
I somehow associated that Chile is the richest country of South America. So who is the richest country in South America then?
I guess it could be Chile, but because you're comparing with another countries that are not as rich as in the European.
Well, but it's all proportional, right?
Uh-huh.
Because
Proportionally, maybe it's the
yeah,
richest.
because in America you can make 100,000 euros a year,
yeah.
but you have to pay so much tax and so much other
Yeah.
monies that at the end you are pretty similar still.
For example, in my house, live now four people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but any month, como digo que nos cuesta llegar a fin de mes.
It's hard to have enough money to survive the whole month.
But is it for going to the grocery store or is it for paying the electricity bill?
Yeah, all
of that.
the electricity, the water, the gas, and the
But
studies.
how come? How come that's the situation? Is it the government? Is it the politics? Why?
The services are expensive and you earn less money. Just that. A lot of companies are private.
Yeah.
Privat. The water, the electricity.
But it's mostly the case, right? That the big companies are just for gas, electricity, water, all those utilities.
I guess.
It's standard, I think. Yeah.
¿Cómo?
Como que la mayoría de las empresas de los servicios básicos son privadas.
Yeah, but it's like a monopoly.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think that for example, my fathers don't have any estudio título.
They didn't study in university.
Yeah. So they can't apply for any good job. So they don't have the same opportunities like me when I end the studies. So it's so hard to survive the month. Yeah, I know.
Our parents' generation, the most of that people in Chile didn't have the opportunity to study in university. Now our generation is more common.
Yeah.
So the when you heard yeah,
Mhm.
that Chile is the richest country in Latin America.
Mm?
That's because a few families.
Have the opportunity to study and make big companies and ser partícipes del Parlamento, de leyes, ¿cómo
And be
digo?
part of the political class.
Decisions.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, for example, seven families are owners of the sea of Chile. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they have the like a monopoly. So
And you specifically know 7 families.
yeah,
Mhm.
for example, in the best, there are 2 types of the features.
Mhm.
Yeah, the industry and the ¿cómo digo artesanal?
No sé.
And the little ships. Yeah, I
The
don't
little
know.
chips.
Yeah, ships like boats.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, ships.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, both can fish, yeah.
Okay.
But now the biggest boats, yeah,
Yeah.
the industry of the ¿cómo digo la pesca?
The fish area. No.
But they have most ¿cómo digo permisos de pesca?
Permission to.
To fish.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
A lot of different species
Yeah.
of fishes. Yeah. So this produce this
Mhm.
produce the difference in the salaries of the people, because if you don't be part, no, si no eres parte de esa familia,
If you're not part of
Yeah.
those families,
Do you want to be a part of those families?
¿cómo?
que si quieres ser parte de
No,
eso.
no.
Why?
Because they have a lot of money, but I think they
It's
aren't
like
happy.
excessive.
They have a lot
amount.
of problems because they are so like a famous people
Mhm.
for have a lot of money. And now Chile is in a special period
What do you mean?
because we are in a ¿cómo digo? ¿Cómo explico?
Social revolution, maybe.
Really?
Yeah.
Chile?
Many people, I don't know if that is correct, but protestando
For what?
on the street.
Against what?
For the difference in the salary, the life conditions.
You're like French people,
Yeah,
just protesting all the
Yeah.
time.
Something
yeah.
like that. It started in October last year.
Okay.
because the politics of the no, ¿cómo? Los políticos no son políticos.
Politician?
The politician of Chile always copy the European models of economy or the USA models of economy,
Okay.
but these models don't work in Chile because the people is different. Yeah, so
I don't know.
Well, it's
Okay.
a different
Yeah.
culture.
it's a different culture.
You have mountains, you have wine, you have marijuana. You are the same.
Yeah.
You have to
but-
be there
you have
to
like Spanish.
understand.
You are like Spanish people.
No,
No.
not the same.
Not the same.
Because
But what's the difference between you and Spain?
Maybe the years of
You maybe
Of
don't have
history.
matadors, right?
what?
Chile doesn't have matadors.
matadors.
The ones who
Matadors?
fight with bulls.
No, we don't have that.
Yeah, see, then you're not the same.
Pero ¿cómo le explicamos la diferencia?
Have you been in South America?
Never.
Not at all.
Yeah.
The country is just different. The people
Because the people don't sigue las reglas de las leyes.
doesn't follow the rules.
The laws.
I've heard that about Mexico.
Yeah.
I've heard that about Mexico. That Mexico is almost like a lawless place, where it's
The oldest place.
without law. So it's almost like without law.
No tienen ley.
Yeah.
I've never been in Mexico, so.
But in Santiago, probably in some zones of Santiago is similar. The police.
Mhm.
No.
Police?
Police.
The police. ¿Cómo digo que no quieren entrar a las poblaciones porque hay muchos problemas?
There are many social problems in some towns.
Okay.
So the police doesn't even
Doesn't even
Yeah.
get involved in
No.
Because
that
all
problems.
people is like están como coordinados, güey, no quieren que
You mean like a mafia?
Uh-huh.
like a micro traffic people. Yeah, so this is one of the problems, but ¿cómo digo dueña de casa? Onda, nana.
No sé. No sé cómo se dice. The women who works cleaning the houses. I don't know.
Housemates.
Housemates.
Housemaids?
Housemates, yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people in the poor zones of Santiago or Chile go to work in the richest zones. Yeah.
Okay.
So
In Chile.
yeah, in Chile.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's normal.
Yeah. But the difference between these richest zones to compare to the poor zones is like a
Like Africa.
no, I don't know.
I've seen a documentary where they show a big luxury casino, big luxury casino, and then they make the camera angle so that you can see where the specific worker is going home, and his home was just a shack, basically, a really small home just made up with some wood and metal together, and they make the shot where you can see the big expensive casino, and he comes home from work right in that small house.
Yeah, en algunas partes de Chile puedes ver eso.
In some places, you can see it.
In the north of Chile and in the south of Chile, you can see it. The people who live in a poor conditions.
Yeah.
But in the center of Chile and in Santiago, Concepción,
We live in Concepción.
yeah, you can see
Less difference?
but it's a big difference. Approx 1,000 euros or more in the salaries of the families.
You mean in the Concepcion?
Well,
What do you mean the 1,000 difference? When you live in Concepcion, then you have 1,000 euros, and when you live outside,
no. In Concepción, the families can have a difference of, for example, my family, ¿cómo digo que gana al mes?
Earn
Yeah, earn per month. 400 euros.
okay,
And the richest families want
caleta. Me que le creo.
a lot. I mean,
but
for,
is it? But
for
is,
4,100. My family and the richest 4,000.
okay, but but the people who make 400 are probably 100 or 1,000 times more than the people who make 4,000, right?
No.
No, I mean, there are much more people who make 400 euros than there are people who make 4,000 euros, right?
Yes, totally.
Mucho más.
But in the
So
same
yeah.
city, in the same region.
Yeah,
See?
yeah.
Yes.
But when I say that Chile copied the models, yeah.
Yeah.
For example, the metro in Chile,
The what?
the metro,
Oh, you have a metro.
yeah.
Mhm.
But in Santiago,
In Santiago and I
um,
think in Viña del Mar too.
yeah, it's so expensive. So the poor people can't pay it, but the richest people can pay it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the richest people don't use the metro. So
So how does the metro make money? Who uses it?
well,
Somebody
Um,
who pays.
yeah, but the
Is it private?
general,
That's when
no.
you use the
No.
credit card.
Yeah.
And that's why we say that the people is, no sé cómo decir endeudado. Deja buscarlo.
No, but for the is subvention? No. ¿Cómo digo subvención?
Deja buscarlo.
The state pay for the metro to the company. It's private.
No me sale eso.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the state paid to the
Subsidy.
company. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a big pérdida, ¿cómo digo? Pérdida.
Lost?
Yeah,
Mhm.
loss of money. So it's complicated. It's complicated.
So would you say that there's a lot of corruption?
yeah.
Sure.
Because it sounds like it's just not economical, but because somebody takes the money. It doesn't go into investment. It doesn't go to efficiency or improvement. It just goes to somebody who is close to the politics.
Oh, me perdí, no sé qué.
Can you repeat it?
Can you repeat it, please?
It sounds like it's because of the reason why the situation is happening. Might be because people who are getting the money from the government to make the investments or improvements are not using the money for that, but just basically stealing the money.
Yeah.
Yes.
For example, the main como diré que el cobre es como la mayor entrada de plata de Chile.
El cobre, no sé cómo se dice cobre.
Cobre. La minería, no sé. Minery?
Minery, maybe?
That's minery.
Ah?
I don't know. What do you
Ah.
mean minery?
Cobre, ¿cómo se decía? Cobre. Yeah.
Minería.
Do you have Google Translate?
Yeah.
Yes. Meaning.
Meaning? You can just
For example,
Can you just talk into it, and then it will translate into English.
for example, the gold
Chile has gold.
No. You obtain gold
Okay.
through the minery. Okay.
Now I know what you mean. Minery.
Minery.
Okay.
Yeah,
minery.
yeah.
No,
The-
Chile doesn't have gold. Cobre.
Cooper.
Okay.
Yeah. A lot
Also,
of
also
cooper.
valuable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the main es como principal.
Mhm.
Yeah, the main
Ganancia. The most of the money that Chile obtains.
You don't need to write. You can just talk.
really?
The most of the money that Chile
I don't know.
obtain
Okay.
is through the
Minerals.
Cooper. ¿Cómo se llama?
Really?
Yeah.
Ajá.
And for the
It definitely sounds like Africa, right? Except Africa doesn't have wine.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah, se
Me tiene
parece.
agarrando por
Yeah,
ver.
sí. Pero but yeah, the minery,
Mhm.
yeah. In the past, the big company who administrate
Mhm.
the minery
Yeah.
was estatal. ¿no? ¿Cómo digo que era del Estado?
Or from the state,
Okay.
Yeah, but now is like
private,
Private?
yeah,
Oh.
but
And it's not better.
no.
no.
So
Oh, wait a second. Wasn't Chile the one country that was
Un minero estaba esto.
the experiment of Milton Friedman? Wasn't it the case that the famous American economist Milton Friedman?
yeah.
I think he was.
No sé.
I think in America, there's the different economic theories, right?
Yeah.
And there's one school of thought. It's called the Chicago School of Economics.
Chicago Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Chile.
Milton Friedman was its most prominent economist. And I think Chile was the country that his ideas were implemented.
Yeah.
Or at least they tried to implement.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
true.
I heard about the Chicago Boys in school, I think,
Okay.
but I don't know much about it.
Yeah, they introduce a private
Yeah,
economy.
The capitalist economy.
Because they were all basically saying that private companies can do a better and more effective job at
That-
using resources and providing services.
That's the theory, but I think it doesn't true.
I guess so. Yeah, I guess so.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, wait a second. But you wouldn't. What type of country was it under Pinochet?
Chile.
Yeah. But I mean, what type of country was it? A socialist country? It wasn't a communist country.
It's
What?
Before Pinochet,
You still had capitalism, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Before Pinochet, the president was socialist,
Okay.
and then the period of Pinochet started in 1973,
Okay.
and finished in 1989.
And did things get better?
No, I think that's when the economist problems started.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think Pinochet was the man who actually allowed the Americans to experiment.
Yes,
in
in that
Chile.
period, for example, the health became private,
Yeah.
or more expensive.
Yeah.
The same happened with the education.
Hmm.
And the old people that no sé cómo se dice jubilarse, that finished the work period of their lives,
Yeah.
don't have enough money to survive.
It's many times the case.
Uh,
The people who are when people receive their pensions, it's not
Pensions.
enough. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's really
it's
common.
very common here too.
You can say so. Yeah. I mean, I don't know the statistics, but I definitely know a lot of people who are receiving pensions, and the pensions are, for instance, around 200 euros, 300 euros, right? So
Yeah.
if you have to consider that the person has to pay for the apartment, medicine, food, right? It's just
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
And
or
so the family needs to actually support it.
usually it's less than a half of the minimum salary.
Hmm.
Chile lo mismo.
In Chile it's the same.
So was there a period in Chile where everybody was happy? Everything was good? Before World War II? I don't know.
Before what?
Before the World War.
Guerra Mundial II. No.
So what did your grandparents tell you about Chile? How old is Chile?
How old?
Yeah.
But the
110
independence,
years.
the independence was in 1810.
1810.
Yeah.
So you are 210 years old.
Yes.
Okay, it's a lot.
Yeah, but we don't have a lot of progress.
Because the rich or
Pero sí tenemos
¿Qué cosa?
progreso, o sea, comparado con otros países.
Yeah. Compared to Peru or Bolivia or
Peru are the ones who eat the guinea pigs, right?
The what?
The guinea pigs.
I don't know what is that.
I think Peru. They have the delicacy of. Let's just say. This one. They eat this one, right? Right?
Ah, los
Es que los comen. They eat.
Yeah, they eat this, right? It's a delicacy. It's a delicacy, right?
But they say that are very tasty.
Yeah.
They are like an exotic food.
Yeah. I mean, it's just an animal,
Yeah.
of course.
But yes, they are.
My parents,
But our parents were very young when the dictatorship started.
But they told me that it's a difficult period because it's like a.
It was a dark period in Chile history.
Which period?
The Pinochet period.
Oh,
Yeah.
but before that, everything was nice with the socialists.
Well, the socialist period.
Económicamente no, pero en cuanto a las cosas que podría ser, sí, según yo.
The people felt more free,
Okay.
maybe.
Yeah.
But the economy stuff, well, I think they were not that good. I don't know. But it was a short period, the socialist period.
And what was before the socialist period?
Before that, era como de centro.
Yeah.
No sé cómo se dice en inglés.
Ni fu ni fa.
It wasn't a left, no, and right. No,
Okay.
Yeah.
it was in the middle.
Sounds
Like
reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For example, nowadays in Riga, how much is the ¿cómo digo?
¿De qué?
El arriendo de un departamento?
no sé cómo se
The
llama.
apartment cost for hire?
When you rent a flat, I don't know how to say that.
You mean in the city center or just average?
Porque es
In,
distinto.
yeah,
It's different.
in the city
In the
center.
In the center?
Yeah.
In the center, actually, I could just look up the advertisements. Let's just see.
Flat es un departamento.
Flat es departamento.
So, city center. How many rooms?
The a
Two.
normal house.
No. I mean, if you talk about an apartment, you need to give me some number of
Zero.
rooms.
Like this apartment.
So 4 rooms. 4 rooms. And for rent,
Yeah.
Yes.
so
Per month.
it starts from 500 euros per month. Starting from 500 euros.
Parecido.
And
think
it go
it's
and
similar.
it I mean in the old town you could probably I don't know pay 2,000 or 3,000 probably.
I think in
Is
Chile it's
easy.
a little more expensive.
No. That's
no.
aquí.
No es caro.
No. Here is more expensive than Chile.
Es
Yeah.
más caro que en Chile.
Yeah. But the minimum salary you told that is ¿cuánto era?
Well, the minimum salary is something that the government just decides that this should be the just the minimum.
Yeah.
And if you, let's say, go into a government job where you work at some government institution, your average salary would be in probably with the amount that you get yourself after taxes would be right around, I would say, 900.
Yeah.
800 or 900 euros.
So you can pay the rent of your house and
And you would have a little bit left. Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
But in Chile, probably you pay the half of your
salary.
Yeah, of your salary to or more
Yeah.
to pay the apartment,
Hmm.
and then you don't have money to eat or to the transport. Yeah, so you have to.
Finally, you own a lot of money to the banks. And
Yeah,
To the what?
the
Banks.
Oh.
The banks.
So a lot of people in Chile,
No, no encontré la palabra endeudado.
no,
No.
Is indebted.
Yeah, indebted.
Yeah.
Yes.
So now we are protest for the ¿cómo digo la deuda? La deuda de la, por ejemplo, del estudio.
For example, my mom studied when he was 20 years old, and now she's still paying.
Yeah.
And now she have to pay more things. So the most of the people is like that. And maybe now we have to pay. No sé cómo decirlo.
Your loans. You have student loans, right?
Como creo que es deuda de estudio.
Yeah.
You have credit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So when you finish your studies, you will pay the bank the money for your studies.
Yes,
Yeah.
and you have to pay like 4 times the original price of the.
All right,
size.
I'm not sure. I think too much compared to Europe, because I don't think any European country does that.
In Chile, that is what happens. You have to pay a lot of more that.
Let me ask you one thing that I have asked some people.
Okay.
What do you think of just taking, let's say, imagine a country that you think is really, really good. When you think about the government, when you think about the logistics, one country that you think is good.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think you can just take that country's people, the government people, and export them to your country? Just take the government, for instance, from Switzerland,
Yeah.
put it in Chile. Case closed, right?
Maybe the
Do
corruption.
you think it could work?
No sé.
No, because the laws are different.
Are they? I mean, of course they have some differences, but on a big scale, you are probably United Nations member country. You have international obligations as any UN
Yeah.
member
Mhm.
country. So you have
Qué
what
bueno, ¿verdad?
is Chile a republic?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
it
yeah,
is.
you have a similar form of government than most countries, at least in the West for sure.
Yeah.
So it's not that similar, right? It's just a different hair color.
Es que la diferencia está que es un modelo de afuera y nosotros tenemos muy poca plata para llegar a ese modelo. No
Como
sé
que
cómo
Chile
explicarlo.
gana poca plata.
No.
Que produce poca plata.
No, tampoco. Nosotros, nuestra familia, la clase media. Entonces llega un modelo en el que tú tienes que pagar esta plata por los servicios, por todo.
He says that the European models in Chile only works for the richest families, and the most of the population can pay for that types of models.
But do you know that they are European models?
Or
'Cause
USA models.
Because I don't think that any European country asks to pay 4 times as much the loan for the student loan. I don't think so.
Es que the people don't have the money to study, but the state want
Yeah.
to the people
To
study.
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
study.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's a
Contradiction? The
yeah
contradiction?
yeah. So the state wanna that
That you go and study.
yeah,
Mhm.
Yes.
but they don't have to pay it. So
You don't have money to pay.
Yeah.
But in most European countries, it's the same. It's just that you have more opportunity to, let's say, choose, and then when you need to pay back the bank, you don't pay 4 times as much. You I don't know how much, but it's definitely not 4 times.
yeah.
That sounds crazy.
But
I think many
example-
times you can even pay back only the amount that you got. So, instance, if you got paid, if you studied at the university and your tuition fee was 10,000 euros for the whole period, I think there are options that you just pay back the 10,000 euros to the bank, and that's it.
I wish it happened in Chile, but it's not like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this is different, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you would
Yes.
put the people who are used to the model that you pay only back 10,000 euros, not more, not 4 times more, you put
Mhm.
them in charge of that system in Chile.
It
Do you
could
think-
work.
Yeah, do you think they could change that?
not all. Not
But
all.
you
At
mean
least some
change
part of it?
all?
Yeah.
No, I mean some things.
Some
yeah,
things?
yeah.
Yes.
There must be some things that you like in Chile.
But
Not everything is bad.
No.
the culture of the old people is
Yeah.
different in Chile because a lot of people don't have education, so they don't follow the laws, and they don't wanna pay the metro or the bus. So
Okay.
it's for this reason that the models don't work. Yeah.
Okay.
For example, we have studies, and we know how the models works, so we can ¿cómo nos adaptamos?
Adapt.
Yeah, we can adapt to the models,
Mm.
but the people who don't have
Educación o
yeah
plata.
education
Hmm?
don't know or don't wanna adapt to the models.
Okay.
Yeah? But these people are a lot of people. Yeah. So it's for this reason that the models don't work. I don't
But so what would be the solution then? If you don't want
the time.
if you don't want to export Swiss government to Chile.
No, we need time. Only we need time to the
Time of
people.
history, more
Yeah, yeah.
generation that have studies.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the solution because
So you are the solution.
yeah,
Yes.
I mean, but there are children or youngs who don't want to study, or and they now are ¿cómo digo? Robando para
Robar, Steve?
Hmm? What?
brief.
Thief, no sé cómo se dice.
Brief is like a when I take
Something that is not yours.
Ah, thief.
yeah
Thief?
yeah.
Hmm. So
Yes.
they want to steal.
¿Cómo?
Ah, sí. Quieren robar.
Yeah,
Steal or robar.
Hmm.
for life because
Is that an option?
yeah
For many
Don't
people.
they get caught and put into jail?
no
Really?
no because the
Puerta giratoria.
yeah because
Many laws don't work to put a young boy, for example, that is stealing in the jail.
because a lot of bands of ¿cómo digo bandas?
Groups.
Criminals.
Yeah. Use the childrens
Okay.
to
To steal,
yeah. So
and they cannot be judged.
because they are a group.
For example, I don't
Because,
know.
because they are a part
I'm
of the
22.
criminal group.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah.
So
That's all over the world, but I think
but
maybe it's more.
a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
very common.
But
Have you considered joining a criminal group?
Not really.
Why?
¿qué cosa dice?
You don't get to put into jail. You decide on your work time. You don't have an employer.
Sí hemos considerado como manejar un grupo de criminales.
No.
Good
Because I don't eat for my future. I wanna learn about engineering. I wanna work for the society.
Hmm.
So I wanna do something for my life.
Mhm.
But I think they don't work together with the society of Chile.
Yeah.
So it's for this reason that I como que no me pertenezco a su grupo.
He doesn't belong to that group.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, good.
it's
think-
easy, but it's not my way.
Have you considered working in the police?
No,
No thanks.
Why?
because
You could.
They work
You could
for-
help the society.
no,
But they work for the bad
Are you sure?
group.
because the problem is not the police. It's the
Police.
laws. The police. It's the laws. Because the police.
But wait a second. But if somebody steals, right?
Mhm.
That's a crime.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Also in Chile.
Yes,
Yeah,
and the
so-
police goes to the person who stealed,
Yeah.
and he took him, and that boy, or I don't know,
Hmm.
is goes to the judge,
Okay.
and that's when the laws
Me juzgan.
when the laws works,
Okay.
but the laws are made for the people. Ay, no sé cómo explicarlo.
But what do you mean? If stealing is a crime,
Yes.
Yeah.
and if you would be a policeman, you would catch
Yeah.
the criminal.
You
Yeah.
do your work, but the laws doesn't do that.
Yeah.
So that's not a problem. You can catch the criminal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you catch the criminal, you put him in court,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
right? Where a judge will decide,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so where's the problem?
I think the problem,
That the judge doesn't.
the laws
decide?
are not enough strict with the young people, the child who steals. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And
But so
there
you-
are statal lawyers
Okay.
that defend
Yeah.
the child, so they are free to go and they still continue stealing.
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
So why wouldn't you like to be a policeman?
Because it's boring, maybe.
It doesn't sound like you. It sounds like you would have a lot of work.
Because now they kill people in Chile who
Who?
The people who is
The criminals?
protesting, the people who is protesting in the street
Okay.
pacifically.
Wait a second. So the protesters are being killed
Yes.
Yeah.
by the police?
yeah,
Yes.
Ah.
or if people don't die, they can't lost her eyes
Or
or
they
Mhm.
get injured.
Yeah, get injuries.
yeah,
Mhm.
but
So now if you ask to any person in Chile,
Yeah.
he or she will say that he or she hates the police.
But that's not a good thing, right?
no,
No.
If most people hate the police.
yeah,
Mhm.
but
But what would you do if you would be in a situation where somebody has stolen from you, or somebody had? If you were the victim of a crime, what
Uh-huh.
would you do?
call the police, and
I hate you, but please come.
Uh-huh, something like that.
yeah,
Mhm.
it's difficult to understand the situation of Chile if
Yeah.
you don't live in Chile, because if you call the police when a criminal attacked you or the police
Comes like in 3 more hours.
so
They're busy.
yeah.
Busy. A lot of stealing going on.
No, they are not busy. They are como inoperantes.
Inoperante.
But don't you know anybody who works in the police?
Yes.
Yeah.
My uncle is police, I think.
So, are you saying that you don't like your uncle?
No, he is retired. Mm.
So you like him now,
Yeah.
once he is retired.
Uh-huh.
But ¿cómo digo que no es que le tengan mala a él, sino que es oficio?
We hate their jobs, not the person behind the jobs.
Interesting. Are there any other jobs you don't like?
No.
No.
Just police.
Yeah.
Damn. That's strong.
And the politicians, because
So wait a second. You wouldn't like to be a politician?
no.
Come on, man. Why not? You could make the laws good.
Because the politicians in Chile
The most of the politicians are economists. They don't have the most of them.
And he could be a politician engineer.
No.
I think he would do a good job.
See?
But
See?
the
You have one voter already.
the most of the politicians don't have studies about politics. They get to their job because is a friend of the president, of his family, or is a relative of the president.
But Chile does have elections, right? You do go voting.
Yes, but they are all manipulated in somehow.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
So do you go to vote and just hope that your vote counts?
Yes.
Okay.
There is a system that is called binario. No, ¿cómo se llama?
¿Qué cosa?
El sistema binominal. De que si gana una persona de un partido, como que automáticamente será electo.
¿Cómo se llama?
Binominal system. No sé cómo se dice.
Yeah. But for example, if I'm elected for be a president, yeah. If I have my ideas, the parliament or the politicians influencing me to don't follow my.
But you can ignore them. They try to influence you, but you say, fuck off.
No, in that case it could
easy.
be a dictator.
Yeah. Is because the richest families of Chile manage the politics. Yeah. So if I wanna,
but that's normal.
Yeah,
right? That's normal.
That's not good, but it's common.
That rich people are influencing politics. That's normal. That's in every country.
Mm-hmm.
It is in every
But
country.
not because it happens, it's a good thing, right?
But what would you consider a good example of where this problem is not happening?
I don't really know much.
Because I think every country has that.
Suecia.
Switzerland?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or Finland.
Switzerland, they're just all rich, so nobody can influence anybody.
Yeah. But how you say, it's a similar situation in all world. But
do you consider actually to live outside of Chile?
In the past, yes, but now I think that ¿Cómo digo que puedo mejorar Chile?
We want Chile to grow up.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I finish my studies and I can continue my studies and work,
Mm-hmm.
I know that I can rework the models and educate the new generations of children and convertir Chile. ¿Cómo digo convertir Chile?
Become, no sé.
Yeah, but I don't know how to say it.
For example, in my case, I would like to study abroad. Actually, I'm going to study for a month in Spain. But
Does that count? I mean, you are technically outside Chile, but I would imagine, well, except the matadors, everything is the same in Spain. People do the same things. People speak the same language.
no va a entender nunca que la cultura es distinta.
Right?
Yeah.
You should go to Norway or some
But
Nordic country.
there are many things that are different, little things maybe,
For example,
that you only notice if you are in a country in South America and then in a country in Europe.
Yeah.
Then you notice the difference.
explícale, por ejemplo, lo de la escalera mecánica, que aquí van por la derecha en Chile. No. Okay.
He says that, for example, in the mechanic stairs,
Okay.
I don't know if in Riga it's like this, but for example, in Spain, you go up in the right side, and if you want to go faster, you took the left side.
Yeah.
Okay.
You mean when the escalator is going up,
Yeah.
you either stand
In the right side, and if
or
you go
or you walk up
on
on the right?
left side.
Well, on the left. Well,
And it doesn't happen in Chile. ¿Por qué quieres decir con
Porque eso es como impresionante para Chile.
And when he, or in my case, it's the same. When we saw that, we got impressed, because in Chile we don't have the culture of that. I don't know, for example, in here in Europe in general, the people is very punctual.
I don't know. All right. You
In
mean-
general,
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know if you are punctual, but
Okay.
in Chile everybody's unpunctual, so the things doesn't work as.
Oh, you
they
mean
could.
so you mean if in Chile somebody arranges a meeting at 5 o'clock, then
It's in 5.5.
then they maybe arrive 30 minutes later.
The thing
Yeah.
is that when a Chilean person comes to Europe,
Okay.
that person learns a lot about the culture, and maybe you don't notice that because you live here.
Yeah, probably.
But these things you can learn these things, and when you come back to Chile, you can teach these things to the people.
It sounds like Chile is just more relaxed.
Yeah.
5:30.
Yeah.
We'll be good. Right?
It's very relaxed,
Yeah.
actually.
And, Spain the same, right? Spain is probably the same.
No, no, you don't understand. It's not the same.
I think once Spanish people hit 12 o'clock noon,
Yeah.
they go for 2 hours siesta every day.
Yes, but it's really
See?
healthy. I have heard.
Yeah,
it's
but see,
really healthy.
but that's what I mean. They are relaxed. It's not for work, right?
It's a different
It's exactly
type
the
of
opposite.
relaxing, because we don't take siestas.
Ah,
You see, it's different.
all right.
Dígale la diferencia.
Are differences that you notice, as I said, when you are in the both situations.
Hmm.
You have to go to Chile to see the culture, the people, and how the city works.
Actually, I think one, well, not acquaintance, a daughter of my father's friend is living in Chile,
Yeah.
and I think she met her husband. He is from Chile. I think they met in Latvia, but then he just
Moved.
moved together with her back to Chile.
Okay, and
Yeah,
what is she doing?
probably just raising kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, I know that they had children. I'm just thinking when was the last time I heard? Probably at some gathering a few years back, and so I'm guessing they're just still
Yeah.
raising more children.
Mm-hmm. The thing is like, in my case, I love Chile and I would like to study abroad,
Hmm?
but then come back to Chile and live there.
Yeah.
Even though because you speak Spanish, right?
See?
So you are basically good to go in what? Almost half of the world? Almost half of the world speaks some form of Spanish, right?
The most of the American countries
Yeah.
does. Uh-huh.
But the South Americas, okay.
In South America, almost everybody speaks
Except Brazil.
Spanish.
Yeah.
Right?
Brazil
Yeah.
speaks Portuguese,
Mhm.
and there is Guyana, Guayana
Yeah.
Francesa, French Guayana, something like that.
Ah.
Yeah.
But they are more small countries.
Mm-hmm.
But the most of the countries speak Spanish.
Yeah. And still you would like to just leave. Well, you maybe would like to leave Chile to study, to travel, but you would like to live and work in Chile.
In my case, yes. I don't know if...
¿Qué cosa?
Que si nos pregunta como confirmando que si nos gustaría estudiar afuera, pero después volver a Chile.
Yeah.
It's just so hard to imagine. I mean, if you would go to Miami,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because they do speak a lot of Spanish.
In
Yeah.
Miami, yes.
Yeah.
There are many immigrants
Yeah.
from the Central America
And Mexico.
countries and Mexican.
So once you would be in Miami, I don't know if you would like to go back to Chile. Right? You would start partying.
No. But Chile
Also have a lot of parties and a lot of ¿cómo digo?
Vida bohemia.
No, la parte del sur que es bonita porque está como sola.
Es que también está hablando para el huevo, de Miami.
Yeah. But in Chile, if you go to the south of Chile,
Hmm?
you can live in relax because there are not factories or a lot of cars, jams.
Mm-hmm.
So you go to the south and just relax. Yeah, you go to a camp.
Camping
Yeah, camping
Mm-hmm.
with
o
your
countryside. Countryside es como campo.
yeah, and ¿cómo digo que dejo de lado todo el ruido de la ciudad?
You live behind the city noises.
Yeah, I get what you
Yeah.
mean. Yeah.
Yes, the south of Chile is very touristic.
Sounds like Italy.
I've never been in the south of Italy.
Me neither. but I've heard that North Italy is where the factories, where the companies, where the big buzzes, and south of Italy is more like traditional, just enjoying life.
Yeah.
In the case of Chile, is more because there are many contact with nature. There are
Mhm.
many lakes, mountains, forests. So it's really beautiful. There is snow. That's why it's very touristic because it doesn't have much human intervention.
There should be a lot of tourists,
Yes.
a lot of money. then.
Actually, when you go to the south,
For
¿qué dice?
rich people.
Actually, when you go to the south of Chile, you found more extranjeros, ¿cómo se dice? More people from another countries than Chilean people.
Yeah, that would be normal.
Foreign.
Ajá.
Foreign.
Foreign people. Sí,
Yeah.
forasteros.
No. And preguntémosle a él, ¿qué piensa de Riga?
Do you like Riga? What do you think about your city and your country?
Yeah, definitely like Riga. I mean, I don't have much of other cities to compare it to. I haven't been to, I don't know, big world famous cities,
Yeah.
right? Well, I have been to Berlin,
Yeah.
and I think Riga is better. Yeah,
Why?
it's in a way smaller,
Yeah.
which means people have to be closer. Everything needs to be closer, right?
Yeah.
So you have less distances, and so everything is more convenient. Everything is faster, easier. So yeah, more comfortable just in general. And you know what? I don't think Germany has. Well, I don't know about Berlin, but I remember when I was in Germany, I was in the south of Germany, and they were telling me about the problem, which I couldn't imagine that problem here, right? But they had the problem that they didn't have buses that you could take between cities. They had to mostly travel by train, Deutsche Bahn. And the reason I was asking a local person, and he said that the reason is because Deutsche Bahn, the train operator, basically had a monopoly on intercity travel,
Yeah.
and which made the train fairly expensive for people to use, right? But they had no alternative, so they had to go to the Deutsche Bahn. And only after, I think it was 2012 or something like that, that the European Court of Justice decided that monopoly is against EU rules. And so then they started introducing buses and alternative methods of travel between cities,
Yeah.
right? And so it was in 2013 or when he told me that, right? And I was just accustomed to that. I mean, it was normal here to travel by different means between cities, right? So that's when I thought, oh yeah, it's actually good that we didn't have the long history with a lot of monopolies, a lot of old type of systems, because we just started almost fresh, and then we just tried as much as we can, right? And I remember I don't know how it is today, but back then in Germany you had terrible internet. Many times, just terrible internet, and you had to pay for everything.
Wow.
Right? Whereas in Riga at that time, free Wi-Fi all over the place, good internet connections, everything. So yeah, that's when I thought it's pretty good that we haven't been a big Western country.
Yeah.
Because when we started in the 90s, it was mostly fresh, and then you almost get a bigger jump, because the old country still tries to protect their big monopolies, the old systems. They try to protect it, right? Whereas we just have to come up with something new.
But,
That's good. And that thing about the internet was in Berlin or in the south of Germany?
No, that was mostly in Stuttgart, as I remember.
Stuttgart.
Yeah, I think in Berlin you might probably get fairly good logistics and infrastructure most of the time. I think so. Yeah, but overall, I would say the only difference is that in Berlin you probably have more culture, more different things. Because Berlin is a big city, lots of people, lots of cultures, lots of everything.
Yes, we were in Berlin yesterday.
yeah.
Yesterday morning, and it is a big city. But here everything is very closer. We've been walking all day today and yesterday, and it's cool.
Yeah, and it's like small. What's it called? Like not a Nordic city, but it's almost like a small village.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean almost half of the Latvian population lives in Riga.
¿Cuánta población hay aquí?
How much people?
Depends on the statistics, but around 900,000 people
In Riga.
in Riga.
And in Latvia?
In
In
Latvia,
Latvia?
in total?
Probably 1.6, 1.7 million, perhaps.
Wow. Es un poquito.
Latvia is dying out.
Yeah.
Entonces, 900 personas y ¿Mil y
No.
tantas en toda Latvia?
No. 900.000 aquí.
Ah, y en toda Letonia.
1.7 millones.
Ah. Mish.
It's a teeny country.
Tiny country.
It
Yeah.
is. It is.
Compared to Chile.
And it's a
wow.
really young country.
Well, technically, we were founded in 1918,
Yeah.
but then we got Russian occupation after the
Mm.
Second World War, and yeah, so take off 50 years from that, and we are now back at independence for the last 30 years.
Interesting.
Jovencito.
Sí.
Wow.
And see, the difference, I guess, is that from those 1.7, 1.8 million people, probably only around half, maybe 900,000 are Latvians. The rest are ethnically from Russia, Ukraine, Belarus, different
Yeah,
mixes. Basically, Russian speaking, Latvian speaking would be almost half.
Oh.
That's why for example, the text that you find under a monument, for example, is in Russian and.
Yeah. I mean, it's a very popular tourist place for the former Soviet Union countries, and so most of them do understand or speak Russian.
So that's more because of the tourist, of the people who lives here.
I would say most for the tourists, but because
okay.
the tourists come from the former Soviet Union, right?
Mm.
Because it was basically the same. Latvia and Moscow were in the same Soviet Union, so people associate Riga with lots of things that were popular in the Soviet Union, and even though now we are two separate countries, people still come as tourists because Riga is Riga,
Yeah.
independent of in which union we are.
I see.
Yeah.
Logo.
Sí.
Oh, by the way, before I forget, do you have any opinions about India and America?
India.
Yeah, and America.
¿Cómo? India y América.
Sí. Hay que tener alguna opinión, creo. No.
I didn't understand.
Do you know the country, India?
Yeah.
Do you have any opinion about it?
I know almost nothing.
They have a.
Good food.
No, but they have the same problem that Chile. A lot of difference in between the rich and the poor people.
Well, really? Do you think so?
Yeah.
I think there are just a lot of people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But the richest people are so rich. Yeah. Because they are owner of the one most, no, ¿cómo digo?
¿Qué cosa?
Uno de los más grandes.
One of the biggest.
Yeah, one of the biggest solar.
No sé
Solar
qué decir.
panels?
Yeah, but
Solar. ¿Por qué?
What?
hay
¿Paneles solares?
sí, como el campo de paneles solares, uno de los más grandes del mundo, está en India.
Ya va. ¿Cómo es el campo solar? No sé cómo se
No
dice.
sé, I don't know. But
So what do you mean about the solar panels?
yeah.
That they have one of the most biggest. No sé.
Really?
I don't know.
I think California has a lot of solar panels.
But not the most. ¿Cómo digo esto?
¿Qué cosa?
Porque le quiero decir lo de los paneles solares. Que no es el más grande, pero es uno de los más grandes.
It's not the biggest,
Okay.
but it's one of the biggest.
What? Biggest?
¿Cómo digo?
Let me take the Google Translate as well. So,
Creo que hay que hablar y decirlo.
English to
Spanish to English.
¿Cómo digo
So,
eso?
let's try español.
Campo de paneles solares.
Spanish solar panel field.
Solar panel field.
Okay.
The field is one of the biggest.
Yeah.
Is it?
And what does it have to do with rich people?
¿Y qué tiene que ver con los ricos?
One of the richest people of the India is owner of this field of
Solar panel.
solar panel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is not bad, right?
¿Cómo?
It's not bad.
Lo cual no es malo.
Yeah, but it's the problem that the money of this company is
Okay.
only for one person or one family.
But who
La
uses? But who uses the panels?
¿Qué cosa?
¿Quién usa los paneles?
Todos.
Ah,
Before.
everybody.
Everybody
Ah,
pay
soy
for
una
the
traductora.
electricity that is generated by the
Ah,
panels.
Okay.
But but he won a lot of money.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I don't know a lot of India.
But
But
how do you
right.
know about the solar panels?
I know because a professor tell me it.
Really?
Yeah.
Also, it was an example of how rich people control.
No. It's an example for the
Production
biggest.
of the
Yeah.
solar energy.
Ah.
Because
But I investigate a few of the owner of the field.
Panels, yeah.
Yeah, and I see it. But you ask. También preguntó por Estados Unidos, ¿no?
when you said America, you mean all the America or just the United States?
United States.
Oh. I think is
Do you like Trump?
no,
Why?
because he don't follow the Paris Accord. No, I don't know.
Is it important to you?
Yeah.
It's
Really?
disgusting. I don't like it.
Well, he's a politician now.
Uh-huh.
But dile que no está de acuerdo como con el. Dice que el cambio climático no existe.
He says that the weather, the climatic change,
Hmm.
is not happening. It's not true. Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he says that it's an invention of the Chinese.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
She's a
Pues-
little crazy.
Y por eso no me gusta.
It's politics.
That's why
It's
Yeah,
politics.
yeah.
I don't like it.
But no todo. ¿Cómo le digo?
No, dime.
No todos los políticos dicen eso. No por ser político va a decir eso.
Not all the politicians say that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, just press
Oh.
the español.
Español. ¿Y qué tiene que ver con los ricos? Recursos.
Resources.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
They only take the resources
Yeah.
and go to Spain or Portugal
Hmm.
and use it. But well, eso mismo pasó en Estados Unidos.
The
No.
same happened in the United States.
Yeah, but I don't know. But por ejemplo, dile que la historia dice que
Oh, actually, I know what happened. Before the Industrial Revolution,
Yeah.
America was actually more colonized with different European country people, because when the French Revolution hit,
Mm-hmm.
right? At that time, America had already established almost diplomatic relations with half of the world. They were really connected with Europe, but I don't think South America was really connected
No.
with Europe. They were. I think South America was like a pure colony for some European countries,
yeah.
whereas North America was almost becoming like a mirror of the old Europe.
Yeah.
Como que Sudamérica se mantuvo al margen de la revolución.
¿Industrial?
¿No?
Sí.
¿Cómo decir eso?
Todo.
No, está bueno esto de... Ajá, thank you.
Aquí está.
Chile se mantuvo al margen de la revolución industrial. No sé si funciona.
Chile stayed out of the Industrial Revolution.
Sí.
Sort of.
Yeah. And all Latin America? Yeah.
Aurora.
A little bit. Yeah, I think it's still.
It keeps working.
Yeah.
Why do you ask me about India?
Yeah.
For clickbait,
What is that?
just to see whether or not Indian people will find the video.
And
Just like it's almost like an experiment.
yeah,
It's an experiment.
Yeah.
I like it.
Because the reason is
Hello.
because
Indian people.
one guy who
Yeah.
was on my podcast, he was
Yeah.
from India, and he said that Indian people like to see videos about India.
Interesting.
Yeah,
For what?
I don't. Well, I think it's sort of everybody's interest to see what other people think about their
about it.
country,
Mm-hmm.
right? I think that's one reason. But yeah, so I wanted to see whether or not it's in the long term, because I started it 30 episodes ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we just talked about the solar panel fields.
Yeah.
And about America, it's just that I think America, well, the United States, is so big in the world. I think every country has some view and some impression of the United
Yeah.
States, because they influence a lot of things: politics, economics,
Yeah.
social,
TV shows,
culture.
music, everything.
I don't know about TV shows, because I think South American telenovelas are bigger than some American series.
Not really.
Mexico.
Chile, unless no.
Hmm?
In Venezuela or Colombia
Yeah.
And Mexico.
and Mexico también.
Yeah.
In Mexico, the industry of the telenovelas
Hmm?
is biggest than in Chile.
Yeah, of course. I mean,
Mhm.
Brazil is probably the biggest.
Yeah.
Brazil.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
Brazilian telenovelas are the best.
yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But see, that's the point, right? They somehow
Mhm.
figured out how to create some cheesy TV, and yeah, they export that stuff all over the world.
No.
Right.
But
They're world famous.
the United States movies and series.
Hollywood, yeah, Hollywood.
Mhm.
But then again, you have in India Bollywood.
Yeah.
But
right.
in Chile, nobody watch Indian movies.
I don't remember who was saying from another country that they do watch actually Bollywood movies, but it wasn't India.
Yeah.
That they do really watch. So what? Why? What's the point?
In
Right.
Chile, it's also common to watch Turkey
Yeah. Turkey.
telenovelas.
Yeah.
But since last year, I think they became really common.
Interesting.
Mhm.
Have in the past have you host a Latin people?
Some for sure. I wouldn't remember how much,
Yeah.
but for sure, yeah.
But
From where?
From where?
I would guess almost all countries from South America. I would guess, except maybe the real small ones. But probably, yeah, but definitely Argentina. Brazil,
Chile.
Mexico, I think as well. Well, does Mexico count?
Yes.
Mexico
Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
Central
It's not
America,
South
right?
America, but
Yeah,
it's America too.
Yeah.
Latin America.
and,
yes.
and so Chile as well. Yeah,
Ah,
yeah, but it was a long time ago.
Okay.
hace cuánto?
Because I think Latin American
Is it
people
hace tiempo?
don't travel as much
No.
as for instance German people, right?
Ajá.
Mm.
Because I had definitely more German, French
for the money.
Or
Yeah,
or
money
the-
and also
It's
it's closer.
closer.
It's closer. right?
Yeah.
If you travel to Europe, it's really easy to travel around in European Union, right? If you go from South America, how long do you travel to Europe?
12 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See.
Uh-huh. And Latvia is not common. It's not a common touristic place.
For South Americans,
Yeah.
for sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
Actually, the first time that I heard about Latvia was like in December.
Yeah, it was
I
normal.
think.
I mean, there are more than probably 200 countries in the world. Who has time to try to remember all of them?
It's more common to travel to
Spain,
Spain,
England.
France,
Yeah.
Germany.
Germany, really?
Yeah.
It's more common.
Then Latvia.
Or
Well,
Russia.
Yeah.
that's for sure. That's for sure. Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know about Africa though. How many people I've seen from Africa? I've seen a few, but not much.
Mhm.
Africa is definitely the place
Como
where
que-
the least traveling.
Como gente de África que viaja a Europa.
Porque ahora son pobres,
Mm.
¿no?
La mayoría,
But
creo.
they are poor.
I guess you could say so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
Mhm.
I remember I was recently in Finland,
Yeah.
and even though we are, probably 400 kilometers from each other, I mean their average salary is almost 3 times as high
Mhm.
as ours, and I was really surprised when before I got there, I talked to my relatives there, and they said, yeah, it's normal to pay for a soup, just a regular
Yeah.
soup, of like 15 euros. Like, wow. And I told them I'm not going to Monaco here. I want to
Yeah.
go to Helsinki. That's it. I don't need 15 euro soups.
No.
But
It's
caro.
crazy.
Yeah, but the grocery store prices were just a little bit higher. For instance, bread, milk, all those things, just a little bit more expensive. Not too much, but in the restaurant, yeah,
Ah.
it's crazy.
Eso en Helsinki, dijo.
No, son Finlandia en general.
Yeah.
By the way, where do you plan to go next?
Tomorrow we go to Vienna.
Yeah.
We're gonna stay there for 2 days, I think.
How did you plan the course? Because it sounds so weird. You came from Berlin
Yeah.
to Riga,
Yeah.
and then you go to Vienna.
Yeah.
And then to
So-
Budapest. And then to Italy.
No.
No, the south of
Munich.
Munich.
All right. So all of those places are really common tourist destinations.
Uh-huh.
So how did you decide about Riga?
He heard about it.
You just were the influencer.
Yeah.
You said,
Uh-huh.
all right, we make a stop at Riga.
I just said yes.
And
Okay, let's go.
Because I
And
have
did you also consider the rest of the Baltic states, Estonia, Lithuania?
We choose.
Because it's so close. I mean,
Latvia,
Tallinn is 4 hours by bus.
Yeah.
we should. We choose Latvia because it's in the middle.
Yeah.
We said okay, this one, or this one. Latvia's in the middle. Let's go there.
Yeah.
And it was also the one. I think it's the easiest with by plane. Because a lot of destinations for airlines is in Riga. Yeah.
We didn't know that.
No.
Thank you. For
But, for example, dile que hicimos la ruta en base a los precios.
como en el sentido del orden de los países.
Sí.
We decided where to go because of the prices.
How did you know the prices?
Internet?
Oh, you mean the tickets?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you know how to find the best offers for tickets?
We used a website.
What's the website?
Omio.
How?
Omio.
Omio.
Yeah.
O-M.
E-O.
Okay. Omio.
Yeah.
And so you just pick your destinations and it shows you.
We made a list of the cities that we wanted to visit,
Okay.
and we choose the dates because of the prices of the tickets.
Oh, so it showed you the prices for certain dates.
Yeah.
then
Yes,
you
you
chose-
put a city and the other city and the dates, and it shows you, for example, the trains, the planes, and the buses.
Well, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's a
very
good
good.
website.
Uh,
Use it.
and compare the prices.
Mm-hmm.
Between
mean,
the three type of
Three
transports.
models of yeah.
That's nice.
Mhm.
All right, Vienna next, and then Budapest,
Yeah.
Yes.
and afterwards.
Munich,
Munich, Florence,
Pisa,
Pisa,
and
Rome, and then
back to
to
Barcelona.
Barcelona.
That's so hilarious, man. You will travel to all those world famous cities and Riga as well. Right?
But Riga is really nice. I
Yeah.
think
I'm not saying-
in a few years maybe it's going to be more famous.
So what was the reason that you heard about Riga in the first place?
¿Qué dijo?
Por-
Me hablé poco, ¿por qué?
¿Cuándo fue la primera vez que escuchaste Riga? Así como, ¿por qué lo escuchaste?
So what do they talk about about Riga in
¿Qué te
Spain?
dijeron de Riga?
No. When I have been in
¿En Barcelona?
Barcelona,
Okay.
yeah. One day I see internet the Omio website,
Ah.
yeah, and say yeah, I wanna travel, and for the price ticket
Hmm.
I have
¿Te mostraba como los lugares más baratos? ¿O no?
yeah, sí, sí.
The website showed him the cheapest places to go.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
It's called Lanzadera.
¿Qué es eso? Como el...
Se llama Lanzadera, como que te busca el que más barato.
you press some button that is called Lanzadera, and
Okay.
it shows you the cheapest places.
So
was
Riga,
Riga?
yeah,
Cool.
and I studied the city, the culture, and I
Some
say,
pictures.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so I say, wow,
So it was a random choice.
yeah,
Totally.
random.
Pretty interesting.
But in 2 days, we walk around the city and can see a
The
lot
most of the
yeah.
the principal attraction. That's a good thing about Riga because Moestica is small, so you can walk and
Yeah, the city center for sure. The city center is just
Mhm.
really convenient.
It's nice because Riga have the influence of Germans and
Sort of.
In Russia?
the Russians.
Mhm.
So you can see the difference in the buildings, in the monuments, or how the street are.
build it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I like
And
it.
in South America, you can see just a few buildings that have this European style. So
Actually, I thought that a lot of Europeans emigrated, especially Germans emigrated after the war.
Yeah, in the south of
Mhm.
Chile. Yeah, but I like the Riga buildings because in Chile the houses are all similar.
Mhm.
Yeah, because
¿qué pasa?
que quizás eso no es lo mismo aquí, pues, porque es un centro un casco antiguo.
Pero quiere decir como que aquí igual son todos parecidos. ¿O no?
No, que aquí no se parecen nada, pues, están casas muy antiguas, muy desiguales. Me gusta eso.
Como que in Chile, the most of the houses were built in the same period,
Mhm.
but here you have many years of history, so you find houses from, I don't know, the 15th century or the 18th century,
I see
and
what you mean. Yeah.
are all different.
And we have earthquakes in Chile, so
Mm.
the houses are and fall out. No?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you have earthquakes here?
Oh.
Yeah, nice.
You have to live one earthquake.
Yeah.
It's good. But now the houses and the buildings in Chile are built in a better way.
Yeah.
So they don't felt but during an earthquake. But many years ago, the Chilean people have to build all again and again.
Oh.
The biggest earthquake in the history,
Was
which are
a
recording,
Chilean earthquake.
is
It was
Really?
Chile. Yeah,
¿Cuándo fue el 86?
in 1960.
Ah, del 60.
Really?
Yeah.
1960.
Yeah.
Mm.
I wouldn't like to live in places where you can have just the ground shaking and eat you up.
You would like or you wouldn't?
I wouldn't like.
Ah,
Because an earthquake can start any moment, right?
Yeah.
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 You don't know how to.
You know what the biggest natural catastrophe in Latvia would be?
What?
Probably strong wind, right? Just a little stronger breeze.
Wow. When a earthquake occur,
Mm-hmm.
it's a big disaster.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
We have. Do you know how is Chile? It's long and thin, and it
Yeah.
has the ocean, the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah.
So every time there is an earthquake, it comes a tsunami.
Uh-huh.
So it's really bad.
Between
Wasn't there some type of storm called El Nino?
¿Qué cosa?
Ah, el fenómeno del niño.
Ah, yeah. ¿Qué pasa con eso?
What happened with that?
No, isn't there a
Yeah.
There is
storm?
a fenómeno del niño and fenómeno de la niña.
Okay, so what
I don't know the difference. Maybe about
but is it
the
related to
temperature?
Chile?
Yes.
¿Qué quieres saber?
No, pregunto como que si existía ese fenómeno.
Is because the underwater currents
Yeah.
come with cold water. Yeah. So when approach to the coast,
Mm?
the warm water mix with the
cold?
yeah.
Mm.
So occur a phenomena with con la humedad.
Oh, no sé cómo decir humedad. Humedad. ¿Pero tenía que ver con el viento?
Humedad. No. Humedad. Humidity.
Humidity
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
of del ambiente, ¿no?
Rain a lot. No.
It rains a lot.
Yeah.
Mm?
The humidity of the ocean comes to the continent and rain a lot. So the rain who fall down.
Okay.
Current for the
Mountains?
to the ocean, and then the cold water go for the bottom of the ocean,
Okay.
and then go to the north of Chile
Mm?
No
and
lo puedes.
¿qué cosa?
Tú puedes, no sé. Dale.
Sí, forma como corrientes, pero forma marejadas. No.
I think I get
The
it.
thing is that the water comes to the beach really fast, or no?
Yeah, but
It had
and then go to Asia
Uh-huh.
by the Pacific, and then occur a phenomena in Asia. So the water comes to South
And it
America,
happens
and then
again and
the,
again.
the cycle
Every year,
continue. Yeah,
Okay.
it's like the Atlantic.
But it's not really a catastrophe, right?
no,
It's
No,
just a
it's
phenomenon.
something normal.
it's normal. So
You know that
rain
it's
a
going to
lot,
happen.
and it's a common situation in the south of Chile and
Okay.
in the north.
The
The north.
the
Meteorologist.
the meteorologist
Mm.
can predict that.
Yeah.
It's not like the earthquake. Mhm.
I get it.
Where did you hear about the phenomenon?
I think somewhere in geography class, something.
Yeah.
It's just something that stuck in my mind, but I just remember something with wind or
Yeah.
water.
Mhm.
Anyway, guys, should we finish?
Okay.
We've been 2 hours.
Wow. It was nice.
What?
It
Yeah.
was funny.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Any final thoughts?
¿Qué cosa?
¿Como alguna idea final?
If I speak better English, so let's see.
He would say many things if he
Ah.
speak it
Yeah.
better English.
But I can understand you,
Yeah.
but I don't know how
To express.
Yeah,
Anyway, this was good enough.
but you know a lot of the economy of, I don't know, Europe Union.
European Union? I don't know. Maybe a little bit.
But ¿en qué trabaja?
What is your job?
I'm a legal advisor at the army.
¿Qué cosa?
Advisor, como consejero? Advisor of the army.
Yeah.
Como consejero de la armada.
Ah.
What do you have to do in your daily
Daily, well, sort of consult the colleagues about some type of decisions they want to make, or let's say they have to make some contracts or need some changes in the law. So yeah,
Wow,
I'm sort of
So
the
you are,
middleman.
Wow.
it's a nice job.
Interesting too.
Yeah, well, I would say interesting job, but
Do you like it?
but
Is it funny?
No. It's more. It's valuable as an experience,
Yeah.
right? It shows you a lot of things you wouldn't otherwise see,
Mm-hmm.
right? But yeah, I wouldn't call it a piece of cake.
Yeah, sí.
Yeah.
Mm.
So anyway, guys, if you are coming back anytime to Latvia, you just let me know. We make
Thanks.
a second episode.
Yeah.
I think I will come back with my mom, maybe. Mm-hmm.
Sure, why
She
not?
would like to visit Europe
But in summer.
in summer. Sure.
Yeah, that's I guess, yeah. Because we call this the time warm, right?
Ah.
Because in January it would be normal to have minus 15, 20 Celsius, and now we have +5,
Wow.
right? It's not common. It's a warm winter.
But the last year.
Well, last year I don't remember. It wasn't very cold as well. It wasn't
Yeah.
really cold, but it was colder. We
Yeah.
had snow.
Oh.
Right,
We wanted
I
to-
think this is the first winter I have seen in my life without snow.
Wow. We have lucky.
I wanted to see the snow.
Yeah.
Because we did have a little bit of snow somewhere around December, but it was
Ah.
just for a day or two. But I remember from 10 years ago, yeah, it was packed. I remember some winters were just snow so much that you had to have the big not escalator, but basically the tractor
Yeah.
come and clean twice a day.
Wow.
Here, I mean, in the courtyard.
And is it February more colder than?
I think it's the same.
Is it?
Mostly, but you never know, because this January is not normal. It's not normal because we have a British winter, almost. Britain is normal when you have a little bit +5 degrees outside in winter, right? For us, it's not normal. For us, it would be normal -15 degrees.
I see.
The climate change
Change
is real.
is happening.
I don't know. I would guess next 100 years
Yeah.
will show whether or not the overall
Yeah.
temperature is increasing, or maybe the Earth is just some wobbling in the cosmos.
Probably.
Maybe both.
Because I remember somebody said that, I think in Mongolia
Yeah.
or somewhere around there, it gets colder than it used to be, and that farm animals
Yeah.
are dying because they are not accustomed to the cold, so so in the night they just freeze, right? So yeah, somewhere it can get colder,
Colder.
somewhere it can get
Yeah.
hotter,
Hotter,
but
yes.
overall I don't know, because I don't mind warm winter.
Mm.
Right. I'm not really interested in going out and skiing to work, right? Because I think in Finland it would be almost normal to sometimes ski
Yeah.
to do what you need to do. But not nowadays. I mean, nowadays you
Yeah.
have cars, everything's fine.
Well,
But Chile has snow, right? In the mountains.
Yes, in the
in the
mountains.
south and in the mountains.
Mhm.
Yeah. But in the mountains, nobody like, and
Ah.
in the south, a few people. No, a few.
Mhm.
Yeah, people likes. But in our country, rain a lot, and we don't have snow, but by 1 hour in bus to
Mhm.
the mountain, you can find snow in winter.
Mm.
But I think it's not a lot than compared with Riga, because you mentioned that you are. ¿Cómo digo que están en menos 20? You have minus.
20 under zero. How do you say?
But yeah, minus
Yeah,
20.
yeah. But in
that
Chile,
wouldn't a big deal.
In Chile, you.
3 minus
Mm.
0. Yeah, but no more than this.
Mm-hmm.
So here in winter, I don't know who you do your daily routine.
Mhm.
Yeah, because you go out with a lot of clothes.
Yeah, it's freezing.
So you arrive to your
Mhm.
your work, and then
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
wow.
Or you enter to a cafe here,
Mm?
to a coffee shop,
Yeah.
and it's hotter. Then you go out and it's cold.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, and usually if you go inside the big shopping malls,
Yeah.
you see just people starting to get their clothes off. Yeah, because in the shopping malls it's good climate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
All right, let's just finish it, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So let me press a lot of stops.
Te caché, no se graba nada.